today I have my guest, the two Chis, Chi and Chichi, Omo Niger, and Ima, my Ghanaian brother. Yeah, welcome, guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
So, how's your day?
So far, so good. Can't complain. The weather is really nice and quite sunny. A little cold in Calgary, but for this time of the year, can't complain at all. Normally, it's all covered in snow, so I'm appreciative of what I see right now.
Yeah, and Chi?
I'd say it's a good day. It's the kind of it's day you catch up on all the things you haven't been able to do prior in the week. But as Chi said, it's a nice day. It's been so good so far. So yeah, looking forward to our conversation.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's a good day. Yeah, so happy to be here, and then looking forward to the.
Yeah, you got to
conversation.
step up today. We got the two queens here, so
I
they are
totally
from.
understand.
They're gonna kill us today. So
I hope
Fair play. Fair play.
fair play. So I mean, today we have a lot of topics that we talk about. Last season was mostly about love and the community. This season is all about West Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, what we share in common, and what are our differences, and the competition between us. It's a friendly competition when it comes to soccer, when it comes to food, when it comes to lifestyle, everything. It seems that we can agree that we always having this conversation. So, I mean, I've been always having that conversation with you that I make the best jollof. And you say, no way. But, I mean...
Joker.
I mean, something about jollof is something that we West Africans, especially Ghana and Nigeria, we banter ourselves with a jollof, who makes the best jollof. But in your opinion, be truthful. You tasted Ghanaian jollof and you tasted Nigerian jollof. Which one is better for you?
In my opinion, I'm not trying to be biased here, but hands down, Nigerian jollof is like the ace of jollofs, right? If there's a word like that. It's super rich, it's super tasty, spicy, with the right amount of protein. Like, what? You can't beat that. Ghana jollof has a lot to learn. Like, even the sight is not even appealing, more so the taste. Francis, I don't know what you're talking about, but Nigerian jollof is on top.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go to Chi. And maybe she will be truthful because you were honest enough.
I am
Chi,
honest.
what do you think?
So Francis, everyone is truthful, but truth depends on your perspective of what the truth is.
No, I mean,
So I will tell you, I have had jollof in 4 West African countries, right? And what I've seen is it's about what exactly do you feel makes the best plate of jollof rice? And who's making that best plate of jollof rice? You say Ghanaian jollof is the best. Are you talking of your mother's Ghanaian jollof or the mama puts jollof rice? Because even in Nigeria, I could argue along that line.
no, but I won't cut
Let
you
me
short.
finish.
Okay,
I
I'll
would
let you
say,
finish.
what makes the perfect plate of jollof rice? Is it the condiments in it? Is it the accessories, the garnishing on it? If we come down to the basic pot of jollof rice, don't even put a piece of chicken on it. What do you think? Do you feel the Ghanaian plate of jollof rice is the better one compared to the Nigerian one, with nothing else on it?
With nothing on it, Ima, can you answer her? What do you think?
For me, like I would always say, growing up, jollof is like it's been like that's my best food. Like if I'm angry, that's what my mom will use to pamper me so that I stop crying. So when it comes to jollof, I eat jollof a lot. I cook good jollof, although I'm not the best jollof cook in my family. So yeah, but Ghana jollof all the way.
All the way.
Everything.
Everything. Have you tried Nigerian?
I have tried it. Yes, I have. Like at the university, I have my best friends were Nigerians. So like we have all these arguments, and then I'm not a good cook. So
But
I
even
will try and put something together, and then let's say somebody like blind testing, and I always won. I totally agree with what she's saying, that probably like ingredient wise, people have their preferences. However, in general context, Ghana jollof any day.
I would want to put a pause to that your argument here, right here, because you are arguing that your own jollof, not even Ghanaian, you are arguing that you make a perfect plate of jollof rice. Okay, kudos to you. But now you want to go to a party and I want to get a caterer. Will I be ordering Akufo services or Mama Nkechi jollof rice? It's definitely I am going to go for Mama Nkechi jollof rice at this point. So it is he's arguing his own cooking right now. I do not see him arguing as a nation's output.
No,
that the Ghanaian jollof rice trumps Nigerian jollof.
He's not the best cook.
Yeah, but he's
not the best cook from Nigeria. He still beat them.
I understand him saying.
To what he said. He did not say that. I remember clearly he said he cooks a good jollof, but he's not even the best in his own house. How much more in the whole of Ghana? But irrespective of that, like I just feel like Nigerian jollof like is so rich, especially the smoky jollof. So you can attest to this, and that's typically the one where we cook it with firewood. And it's usually served in like ceremonies, like, big events like weddings, naming ceremonies, birthday parties. And that one is very rich because there's this smoky scent that comes from the firewood that adds this extra ginger, this extra flavor to the jollof rice that cannot be beat. So, and I have tried Ghana jollof severally in the past. I have a couple of friends that are Ghanaians, kind of like Francis, although Francis still has not cooked for me. He's always just making mouth about Ghana jollof, but he has never produced any output. But I've actually tasted from some other people that are Ghanaians. I'm sorry to say it was subpar. Sometimes they even use sardine to cook it. But like you guys said, sometimes, it depends on who prepares it. But out of all the Ghana jollof I've tasted, it doesn't come close to even my homemade Niger jollof.
I mean, when we go by subjective, today I don't want any subjectives here. It's kind of like Italian making pizza. Everyone knows it's the best, an American or Canadian pizza. So everyone knows the Ghanaian jollof is the best, and Nigerian. Even if you do it, no matter what you do, still I think Ghana. Now let's move to the flavors. What makes Nigerian jollof the flavor?
I like where you're going to, Francis. Again, that's why I started off saying, what exactly is the basis of comparison? Give me just a plate of hot, spicy rice. Don't put anything on it. Like, even as he said, blindfold me. I don't need your garnishing. I don't need the condiments. I don't want to see carrots and anything in it. And I tell you, hands down, I would be able to tell you what plate is made in Nigeria or made from a Nigerian person and what plate is made from a Ghanaian or by a Ghanaian person. I feel the approach to jollof rice is different for both countries. Nigerians will cook jollof rice without you would get the perfect taste from it. They don't have to put anything on it. But what I have experienced from Ghanaian food is it needs assortments to get the best out of it. That's how I see Ghanaian food.
When you talk about assortment, I thought every food is the ingredients that makes it food.
When I say assortment, it's after the jollof rice. Like you see one thing on the side, maybe the egg or what side.
The
plantain, the carrots, this one. But I can actually sit down with a bland, and when I say bland, just the rice, perfectly prepared, a Nigerian plate of jollof rice. I don't need anything, and I'll be happy. Just give me a cup of water.
But just to touch that, probably that's how Ghanaians we eat, because I wouldn't want to eat like, let's say if it's jollof, very tasty jollof, but I'll prefer to have a side with it, like, let's say kalawele. I don't know whether you guys know what that is. Or kalawele other add-ons,
The other ones whether we eat with jollof.
So actually kalawele is just it's a spicy or let's say it's spicy ripe plantain that are cut and then fried in a specific way. So it comes with it, and then I wouldn't want to have only the jollof. I also want to have something like maybe fish or maybe egg stew, something like I wouldn't even fufu that's like we all have ways. I'm just giving even that one alone. People will still want to add different things to the plate.
But what she's saying, what she's saying is,
She's just saying on a basic level. On a basic level.
But the basic level, if you've anyone who knows how to cook jollof, like Ghanaian jollof, let's say that. Just to touch on this point, anyone who knows how to cook jollof in Ghana, you see that it's not just rice and like the sauce. You look at the jollof, you see like
carrots?
There are you see a lot of veggies in there. Apart from the veggies, like when you taste it itself, like how this, because any sauce that is used to cook jollof should be very rich and all of that. So you see, like
so Ghanaians balance their jollof. It doesn't taste good, so they balance it with
with the extra add-ons.
I disagree. It's not that we balance.
Getting the idea.
It's not that we balance. Okay, personally. I wouldn't want to eat even rice itself. Any food, I wouldn't want to eat that food just like that. I want sides. When you go to the restaurant, you see do you want sides? Do you want dessert? Do you want that? It doesn't mean that the main meal is not good. It means that you need to taste other things.
Can I interject now? I agree with you on that point. Again, I would love my jollof rice with coleslaw on the side, plantains on the side. Oh, get me a piece of chicken here, get me a piece of turkey on the side. Put a big glass of Coke. I'm saying let's do this comparison on that main meal itself.
Main meal, I get you.
Is where we come in. Nigerians to like, you go to a party and you be like, oh, madam, put small coleslaw. I want plantain, fisi. We do it too. Or people like their jollof rice with carrots and green peas in it now. I totally love a garnish plate with sides. I'm saying let's go back to that basic first course, or what will I call it, the main meal itself, and let's run that as the comparison.
Ghana jollof any day.
Any day.
Any day.
Any day.
Based on
Any
what?
day.
So,
Without anything, Ghana jollof.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask.
That's
That's a patriotic response.
I'm not being patriotic. I've been to Paris, even here I've tasted like Nigerian jollof. There was even a lot of videos that were trending online recently. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
And then you see that everybody was choosing Ghanaian jollof. I've seen it so many times.
Guys, talking about that one, let's watch this video about Ghana and Nigerian jollof. I think
We would have to put the caveat that our host here is biased, so he's definitely sharing with us what.
Exactly, we didn't get to give an input on like a video that we could drop as well.
Oh, but
of course we can find videos where they will say, Nigerian jollof all the way.
Yeah, is it. So
let's see.
Let's see.
Let's wait and see.
Let's wait and see this part. That's so.
Hello, Joyful Tribe, and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well. In
Nigerian
today's video,
jollof.
I share how to make party jollof
And even
rice. If you're looking to get that authentic party smoky jollof.
Look at how she did washed it.
She's prepared.
Meal, depending on who the cook or the chef is, determines the outcome.
Yeah.
So probably in a video, because I have seen somebody cook one of my favorite meals, and how she did it, I was like, no, I'm not eating this. But it tastes good, but when I saw the process, I wouldn't eat it. So we cannot use to be honest. Preparation wise.
No, Emmanuel, what I'm saying is everything. I'm gonna use only one video. There is always a standard to everything. You can't tell me the French how they know how to cook. Everybody knows the French are good chefs.
Really? That's a generalization.
No, it's in the book.
Arguably.
I love the way you said arguably. Because there are probably some French people that don't know how to cook.
No, not the French people, but the best from the world when they serve.
No, I totally disagree with that.
Yeah.
Reason being that, sometimes there are a lot of things that normally I wouldn't want to go into, because when somebody is at a corner and then they try and put together, let's say their script or their methods of doing something, and then they popularize it, it doesn't mean that is the standard. That is what he is selling to the world. And that shouldn't be a false standard on everybody. Because for me, when you come and tell me that Italians are the best cook in the world, I will disagree. What is the population of Italy? The ratio of Italy to the world,
and who
and then even their ingredients.
Like how many?
How many when cooks? You take that into so he may be a very good a particular cuisine cook and all of that.
They may be good with cheese.
Yeah, like I've heard of Italian.
Yeah, so I would disagree with you. I would disagree with you in a way where Italian pasta is the best, no matter what.
No, when you bring in no matter what, then I disagree.
You can't disagree.
No, because when you say no matter what,
when we're talking about Nigerian,
But
the context here is jollof rice. Why are we looking at it? And the context here and why we were looking at it is because it's a shared meal or delicacy or recipe across West Africa. And we have all variated the way we cook it, which is what he's trying to say. Like, because one person's way of trying to make a meal is the popular one doesn't mean that they are the best at it. But that brings us back to what we're discussing here. Nigerians, the way we cook it is why we say we are the best at it. You're saying it's because Ghanaians cook it. Yeah. That's why you guys are the best at it. So let's cook. Let's circle back.
But Ghanaian can have an honest opinion, and Nigerian cannot.
Oh yeah, we do. Like, you see why what I feel and why it's still our discussion. I don't want to call it an argument, and it's going to be till forever. Is because we use the similar ingredients, which is coming to your point about how someone makes a popular way of cooking it and then says that's the best. But Nigerians and Ghanaians cook it the same way. We use tomatoes, we use Scotch bonnet peppers, we use we call it tatashi. What do we call it? Red bell peppers too. So the thing is, because our style of cooking jollof is similar, is why the argument or it always comes about the debate that which one then is better. Again, I've tasted Gambian jollof rice, I've tasted Benin jollof rice. They're all very nice. But given Nigeria and jollof that share the same means or basis of ingredient, like basic ingredients, we have to come back home. That's where we're coming. That's why we are pushing this angle. So you can't take it away from Nigeria.
Yeah, you can't take away from it. So you agree?
I totally disagree with that. I totally disagree.
Okay, what's the disagreement about?
For me, like even like when you take let's use the basic ingredients because I've seen this before. Like probably you can argue about the cook experience of the cook or the chef because it's a very critical thing to look at when you when you're making a meal. However, on the same ingredient, basic things, man, Ghana
you add beef, right? Like they don't like beef.
Okay, so it depends because I have seen
you guys don't
unless
like
we have like an add-on. So
it's
basically,
a broth. It depends about the broth. You could be using your beef broth or chicken broth or turkey broth.
To cook it.
It depends on what you use to fry your ingredients.
I have seen I have been to in Ghana. I've been to place where like it's no meat, like vegetarians, no meat, nothing, but it tastes so good.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not vegetarian, but that meal I'll eat it any day. Right, and then you go to places and then they have this beef. Some use fishes. There are people who even use vegetables. So it comes down to the person. But I'm saying that on the basic, like the essentials.
At the end of the day, is a taste we're talking about, right?
It's a taste. So for me, the thing is, Nigerian jollof. I've tried it. 2-3 times. I mean, next year we're gonna have a competition coming up.
I think that would be the way to conclude it.
But at the end of the day, this is a healthy discussion where we come together and we challenge ourselves who's the best. Because I know Nigeria and Ghana, it comes to a lot: soccer, movies, music.
Come on.
If you want to go to the movie,
I mean, you're not even trying to give yourself any pointers here. Do you want us to go on those topics? Like
that one is we all have these topics. We're always gonna have this music. Touching on a little bit, became still Azonto. And now
Azonto is the only thing Ghanaians know.
1994.
And that was like some maybe 10 years ago. I think when I was like in high school. But right now, like everybody knows like the David.
Let's not debate to music, but if we're gonna go there, then you should say we help to take it out, propagate it to the world. It's the same way like let's not go into this but like you don't want to talk about the Nigerian pedestal to the world, but let's leave it there. We'll bring it back to Jollof.
Bring back Jollof.
So I would say I've not had maybe I've not.
She said she even.
I've not had it enough times to say okay. This is I've tasted like so many variations of the way Ghanaians prepare jollof. But of course, I grew up in Nigeria, so I mean it was like every other day you're eating one version of Nigerian jollof. So I have tasted some people haven't made the greatest jollof. Like jollof is a skill. Cooking jollof is a skill. Let's give kudos to anybody that can make jollof. You must say he makes a good plate. I don't know about you, but kudos to you guys if you actually do make. If you do make a good plate of jollof. Even me as a woman cooking jollof, it took me a while to get my skill to know how to make a good plate of jollof. So I would first of all say kudos to anyone who can turn out a good plate. It's not I don't care what I mean. There's this not the UK chef who tried to border jollof rice and everybody wear ham on him because it's not their thing. But if you're an African, you're a Nigerian, you're a Ghanaian who can make a decent plate and people can appreciate it, then I'll first of all say kudos to you.
That girl, what's her name? The Nigerian girl, Hilda.
Thank you.
Yeah, she said Ghanaian jollof sucks.
And then she say that.
Yeah, let me play it for you.
Okay, no, I don't want to listen to that. It's okay if she said, but you know,
you should change your mind. Yesterday, she went to eat Ghanaian jollof.
How many?
I've been missing out.
No. Let's not go there. I just want to understand this.
I think I need
somebody who cooked for how many hours? How much?
I know she broke the record.
More than 24 hours.
Yeah,
like on fire cooking. What was she cooking?
She was
cooking different dishes.
Rice.
Was the whole of Nigeria hungry that they needed food that she had to cook 24 hours?
That was herself. She was pushing herself.
She was pushing herself to break the record.
To cook 24 hours, I doubt a
96.
particular meal that she will. So for somebody like that, I wouldn't take their critiques seriously because to cook 24 hours, what meal get cooked in?
Come on. She cooked
How many hours can you cook for on a normal day? Someone cooks 24 hours.
She wasn't cooking one meal for 24 hours.
She was cooking several dishes, and she was doing it for a particular reason to beat the Guinness Book of Records. Prior to that, she's a chef on a normal day, and she records videos on YouTube where she cooks a wide array of cuisine, and she's very good at what she does.
The girl from Ekiti or what's her name?
That one is different.
She was joking. That was a joke.
Yeah, she was trying to beat Guinness record, but she was obviously but
that was just proof. So someone like Hilda, if maybe you may know or you may not know, she actually was a contestant in one of the West African contests where it was even held in Ghana, where they had different people from different countries come, and she won. So actually, that's where she got her.
Okay, probably
you may need to. So that's where she got her. She did cook for 96 hours, not even 24
hours. Yeah, it was
96 hours. She did not. She had only 1 hour sleep per day. So let's give kudos to her. She has earned her stripes.
I'll find it very difficult to appreciate something I have no clue about.
But you
can appreciate the effort. Like every individual knows, like, how long it takes to achieve a goal. Someone cooks for
if I get to know her and I get to understand her record, it will help me appreciate it better.
But let the girls tell you, he's not faking it.
I'm sure I don't fake appreciation, right? So if I get to know her and I get to understand her records or achievement, then I can genuinely appreciate her effort. Right, but if I haven't seen that, it will be very difficult for me. That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
That's fair. I mean, moving back to the jollof, I mean, at the end of the day, me and Chichi and we're gonna cook jollof. and Natalie and the friends are gonna taste.
I hope
okay,
you're not
Chichi, he said.
I hope you're not representing Ghana.
Exactly. I'm like,
Again, that's why I said, like, we have this banter, we have these discourses are about the country's representation of the meal, but I promise you, I've tasted some horrible ones, even like cooked by a Nigerian person before. I've had jollof rice so bad, even I think it was in Gambia. Interestingly, I've had the few jollof rice I had in Ghana were from Bukas. I never really had it as maybe went to see a friend or in their home. And Buka food is always sweet. Let's not lie. So I can't really say that was the best representation of of Ghanaian food for me.
Yeah, I understand you. So we.
but it's based off of the ones you
at the
eat,
end
like
of the
your
day,
talk is based off of
we're
like
gonna
your
have a
own
jollof
analysis
competition.
of your own.
Okay, I like to know. I like to be a judge.
So,
But we want someone neutral from what he's saying, and that makes sense, to be honest.
Oh yeah, that's why I want to be a
Maybe
judge.
Caribbean or
Yeah.
Okay.
like someone from Canada.
yeah,
actually
we'll
makes more
blindfold
sense.
yeah,
I think
the person.
blindfold them.
Then you will see.
Yeah.
I think she will run away when she tastes the Nigerian one. Too much pepper.
You're making too much noise right now,
Pepper makes things
Francis.
better. So
You know,
It doesn't have to
They
be
cover
too
the
much
food with
pepper.
pepper.
No.
taste.
It doesn't have to be too much pepper.
Actually,
Everything
for
has to
me,
be
like,
in balance. Everything has to be in moderation.
I don't eat pepper like my Nigerian friend. I haven't. Yeah, I don't eat pepper, but I like pepper.
Yeah,
I
you
eat a
like
lot
it,
of
but pepper is
I
not-
flavor even
it's not a
normal
taste
rice,
food.
white
Yeah, I
rice.
feel
I'll
like
flavor it
pepper
with
is
I'm
Still
curious,
have
Francis,
it
because I've
anything.
seen Ghanaian meals where you guys put the whole one Scotch bonnet on the plate. Like you literally
Yeah,
just
that's
drop the
true,
one.
that's
So
true.
you
Ghana-
even put effort to blend it.
cut
I'm
it out.
curious. Yes,
So
sure.
Ghana, you know, like Nigerians, we have different regions. So some like pepper, some don't.
individual
But-
preferences.
yeah, but-
too.
Food that is selling outside, they want you to taste the food, not taste the pepper like the Nigerians foods that everywhere. they put pepper on it.
Gosh.
Francis, you're a bias.
obviously biased.
I'm biased, you know.
Another host, actually. You need to be neutral.
Oh, but guys,
here.
it's good that we had this conversation. I like it, and it's always like that. The next topic, I mean, it's I don't know the next topic, but this time, is it the Nigerians won, right? I think they were able to.
No, let's
There was there is no competition.
let the
Francis.
viewers be the
No,
be the
but I
judge.
mean the ladies. You couldn't counter them.
Let the viewers be the judge. Francis.
I'm just.
Let the viewers be the judge.
You know,
I think you should throw it back to
and
the
for me,
viewers.
I
Yeah, the
think
viewers,
that
the
she,
viewers.
Yeah.
like, I think that she's like, she also understands the perspective. Like, personally, I would never fault a Nigerian jollof.
I don't like that one on this show.
And even, you know,
No. If it was that,
Francis, so you're like you're sounding like there's this show I'm watching and the coach is like, oh, you guys have draws. You're not like American football where someone always has to win. You're like you know UK football, you can walk off the pitch and there's a draw, but in American football,
Yeah,
someone always
yeah.
has to win. But you should be always open-minded. I would like us to edit in a draw. But I would want you to understand that this draw. Point wise, today being sometime in December 2023, I think Arsenal or somebody's on top of the table. But point wise, we're on top.
still leading.
We'll let it be a draw. Yeah.
I wouldn't. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
you're repping their colors too. So
Oh.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Very well.
Nigeria.
Subconsciously, he's on our side.
But when you go to my hometown, we are green too. So
I agree
it doesn't
too.
matter.
But in the national,
Your national flag is
So,
on
yeah.
our
national flag.
Yeah, but for me, you know, like the whole thing is that, like she was saying, food, you can have like seasoned cook make a meal for you and you wouldn't like it. So
No,
like
you know what?
Yeah, it's
Everything that you're
possible.
saying is subjective, as you're saying, but that's why we have
generalizations.
where they taste food. Someone's job is to go around tasting food.
I don't.
You don't know?
I don't trust those people
'Cause everybody has their own taste
no,
bud
you know,
too.
the reason why I don't trust them is that there's a general taste for Ghanaians. There is a general taste for
That's what I'm
Indians.
saying,
There is a
different taste
general
buds.
taste. So when you have somebody who is, let's say, do you know something? As it stands now, there are some meals that are made with some ingredients I can taste it.
Yeah. But it's you.
It is either sweet, too sweet for me, or it is too sour for me.
So you mean we don't have specialists that?
No. So if there is a specialist, if his tongue is able to accommodate things, it doesn't mean that the person is like representing my opinion of food.
Sometimes you have to understand that there is a career, as we all have careers here. Someone went to school just to taste food. That's his job.
Especially.
So what will be the points against which a specialist will mark a perfect plate of jollof rice? Because then you have to say, okay, he has a 10-point list and we'll say, color, spiciness.
I watch Food Network a lot. And sometimes I totally disagree some of their judgments and things they say about, because like somebody from me coming from Ghana who is eating avocado, which is so rich and huge, and then somebody giving these small avocados here and then tasting and then passing, you see the disparity. You see the disparity.
Small portion. What I understand Iman trying to say is that a specialist's opinion may not be the true reflection of which plate of which jollof rice is the best.
Yeah, they are specialists, but their taste bud could be different. The same way all of our taste buds could be different.
That's good. I mean, thank you for coming, and
thank you so much for having us.
Chichi, the two, and Ima. You guys made this show great show, and guys, you can subscribe. We have a podcast on Spotify. You can check it out, and YouTube channel. So next time, you want to say anything? Shout outs to Annie.
Shout out to my girl Natalie. Looking forward to reuniting with you soon, and shout out to my family members.
Shout out for my family members in Lagos.
You have family members in Lagos?
Yeah.
They're going to collect your Lagos card after this episode.
Yeah, Nigerians. They know I love them. So, yeah. Guys, thanks.
And thank you so much.
And I love you.
Welcome to my channel, folks. Today
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Despite the Fact podcast. The guest,
Kobe.
and he is also Kobe. And today we're going to be talking about family values when it comes to the woman and the man. So you guys shouldn't outbeat me because I'm the only woman here.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, it's true. So I set the tone, and then.
So like we really want to know, like, what is a man's role in a home or in a marriage or in a relationship? What's a man's role? And then we're gonna dive into like a woman's role as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, thank you guys so much for the invite. Nice topic for us to go over, but personally, I can only speak to what I've been exposed to and what my experience is. So it might differ from some of your viewers and how they were brought up. But personally, I was brought up in a home that had a mom and a dad, and I got a chance to see my dad's role as well as my mom's role. So because of that, it kind of shaped me as an individual and how I see the world today. So again, this is just my personal beliefs and how I was raised. So I strongly believe a man's role in a relationship or in marriage is to protect, provide for the family. So what I mean by that is that as a man, if I work and I earn money, that money is for the family. If my wife works and she gets money, that's her money. My job is to provide for the family. So I am not too concerned about what my wife is doing with her money. My job is to make sure that there's the mortgage is paid, electricity is paid, property tax is paid. Everything that to give her peace of mind is taken care of. That is my job. As a man.
Okay.
My wife's job is to make sure that my future children and my kids are brought up the proper way, and she cares for them and she loves for them. That's about it.
That's about it.
For me, that's how I was.
So that would be like.
So okay. So I have a question.
Let me get. So that would be like your wife. Let's say your wife do not need to work, or you mean she also works? So
yeah. So it's funny. I already told my wife, once you give birth, for the next 5-10 years, you're not working.
Oh, okay.
You're staying home. Because
it saves money to daycare. Daycare is expensive.
I was just about to go there.
It's extremely expensive.
The most important asset I have in this world is my children. So help me understand why I want a stranger raising that child. It doesn't reason with me. So personally, I would prefer my wife to be at home, nurture those children, bring them up to a level where we can say, you know what? It makes sense.
Like when they start like a full day school, like 5, 6, something like that.
Yeah.
When they start like full time school.
That's how I was brought up.
That's how you want your family.
That's what family values and moral compass is very important to me. So growing up, I was fortunate that my dad and mom were there to instill that in me.
Yeah, so it's because it's your experience that you call it family moral compass.
Yes.
It's what you know.
Yes.
But the definition of moral compass can be different.
For other people.
For other people.
Yes.
So it can be like other people, and also in your circumstances, maybe some other family, they don't have that financial capacity for only one person to work. So sometimes both chip in. When it comes to that, do you think that compared to your moral understanding, is it bad?
No, it's not bad. Let me give you a bit of an example here. Now, I'm not saying scratch your life and restart over. It's not going to be possible. But growing up, the first thing, one of the advice my dad gave me was that from 18 to 40, I should not chase money. I should seek understanding. I should seek knowledge. That's how I was brought up. If you do that, there is nothing holding you back from making enough money to take care of your family. And I am a living proof of that. I make enough money to take care of my family completely.
Okay.
So hold on.
Okay.
To your question, if you look at today, if you have individuals that are in the same circumstance, in a different circumstance whereby they are not able to provide, and your wife has to chip in, the husband has to understand that, listen, I am asking you to help me. We are not sharing the bills.
So it's not the woman's responsibility in a situation whereby, okay, this is your cut.
No.
You want 50.
Okay, and listen, I'm the man. I went to the family house. I went to another family and literally begged them to take their daughter to marriage. And then I would take this woman to my home, expect her to sleep with me, cook for me, clean the house,
take care of your kids,
and take care of my kids, and then, hey, let's split the bill. Yeah. If a man showed up in my house to ask my daughter's hand, back in the days, before you married someone, your family had to go and do some investigation to understand who this family is, how they're structured.
Yeah, like when it comes to the Ghanaian
community
culture or whatever.
Yes, that's what we did. Do you wonder why they did that? They wanted to make sure their daughter wasn't going to a family that were murderers, drunkards.
That the child was going to be taken good care of. Yes.
So if I'm willing to come to your house and say, hey, I've seen a pretty flower in this home, I want to take the flower, plug it home. And when I take it home, I'm not just going to leave it to dry. I'm going to nurture. I'm going to put it in a vase, a beautiful vase. I'm going to have
Water it.
You water it. I'm going to have the right type of dirt and everything, like making sure that it grows perfectly. And then the moment I bring it, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put you in that corner there where there's no light.
No sunshine.
No sunshine. No, that's not what I want.
You're gonna die.
They're going to die. So as a man, I mean, listen, you could come up with a million excuses why you want to split the bill with your wife. But what I would tell you is this: as a man, if you want respect at home, be the head of the house. The woman is the neck of the house. The man.
So without the neck,
where does the head goes? See, women don't understand the power that they have. Women have no idea the power they have. Right? Women have no idea the power that they have. And unfortunately, is because they do not know, some women are talking about let's have equality and all of half. No, women have more. Women have always had more power than men. But because you don't know how to utilize sometimes the power that you have, let me tell you something. Every single man, I'm gonna say in tree, bemebia okoba ubunku tuje ansana.
Go in English again.
We want to convert that part into English. Okay.
It's a proverb. So in essence, what that means is that a lot of from the proverb perspective, I'm gonna try to put in layman terms, and it basically means that word for word. Before a man will exchange any sort of romantic activities in bed, they have to basically go on their knees. Not physical, not this is a metaphorical perspective. Go on your knees and basically ask for permission. Right? The moment you don't do that, you're basically either raping the woman or going against invading her space.
Yes.
So that's what that means.
Honestly speaking, like I'm really liking this because do you know why? And a lot of this has been missing for so long, and with this millennium world, you know, men are routing. We want submissiveness, we want respect, we want this, we want that. I'm like, okay, fine. You see, this submissiveness, every woman can be submissive.
It's so
easy for a woman to be submissive. It's so easy for a woman to go to work and be like, babe, this is my paycheck. What do we do with it? Because guess what? She's been taken care of in all angles.
There you go.
Yeah, so like pretty much like what you were saying. So would you say, so because the man's role is to protect and make sure the family is okay, and when a man works, his income is for the family. When the woman works, it's her income. Okay, fine. Now I'm trying to understand something. Nowadays, with this generation and this world that we're in, a lot of men are going to work and splitting 50-50 bills with their spouses, husbands, common law partners, whatever they call it. There's a lot of that going on, and then again there's an issue of I don't get no respect, she's not submissive. How does this two?
Yeah, can I come in?
How does this two? Like I get very confused because to me, trust me, I feel like if my husband is protecting the security, providing for the family, automatically the submissiveness and everything comes natural.
So can I come in, please? I think what you're saying is you got it wrong. I think a lot of
I don't have it wrong. That's my opinion.
I think you got it confused. A lot of people, before they will split their bills, that means the person they have tried as
other
alternative. So that respect, the submissive wasn't given. After the man tried to be the man, still the woman still didn't give that submissive that you were talking about. So they were like, okay, let's split the bills based on your
Okay, let's
your
split-
actions, because a lot of men that I know,
Let's split the bill because the woman is not being submissive or respectful.
You're respectful.
No, but that's your responsibility as a man in the house. It has nothing to do with.
No, I mean.
So wait, if your kids are being, they're not listening. Well, you're not gonna give them food.
Can I come in there for a second?
Sure. Yeah.
So the question she asked, and what you're saying, goes back to one thing. If you are not prepared for marriage, don't get married.
Don't get ready because it's an extra responsibility.
Marriage, everyone is
serious.
prepared. Most men are prepared for marriage.
Then you should not.
Then you should be able to take care of your family.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. 98% of men are prepared to.
98%.
Yeah, only 2% are not.
Are you really listening to yourself?
Yeah, I'm telling you the truth.
No, is he really listening to himself?
I think he made 2% already.
Okay, I think it's the other way. 2% are ready.
No.
A lot of people, and a lot of them also getting married because I'm getting married because this one is
It's not
this
man.
one is getting married.
It's not man. It's
Because the thing is that, see, once you decide to take upon someone's daughter, that's
let
another
me tell you,
responsibility.
we as Africans, let's talk about culture.
Okay.
We Africans, we expect to take care of our women. Most men, it's part of our culture.
Can I interrupt you there for a second?
Please.
Technically speaking, it's not Africans. Europeans.
Europeans too.
South Americans.
Yeah.
Asians. It's even worse.
It's even, yes.
Yeah.
So it's not just Africa.
I mean, what I know.
So I grew up in a very highly dense Greeks and Italian, and I'm gonna tell you, and Portuguese, and I can tell you this: a lot of Italians, they don't play with their daughters.
Oh yeah.
So when you go and take a girl from one of those cultures, understand your responsibility before you come.
Yeah. That's
Same with the
And
Jewish.
they check you very well.
So I'm really sorry to tell us, not just Africans. It's
Not.
I'm an Italian, so I know. So the thing is, what you're saying is true, but I just wanna
And
what you are saying.
No, and this is the thing though. This like what he said. Now, this daughter you're going to go get from that house has lived a certain lifestyle standard the father has given her.
Yeah.
Now, as you're taking that woman from there, are you able to give her that life?
Yeah, we are able to give that.
Are you able to, provide?
Yeah, we are able to provide.
But you just said no. You're not.
You just said no.
Split the bill.
You just said splitting bill and submissiveness and respect has nothing to do with.
No. What I'm
Because
saying.
technically, he's pretty much saying
No.
people are splitting bills
No.
because the woman is not submissive and she's disrespectful.
No.
It has nothing
No,
to do
you know
with
what?
as a man knowing your role in the house.
We are human beings, please. It's something that's happening, so there is a reason why it's happening.
Yes, it's happening.
So let me
Yes.
explain why those people are making those decisions.
Okay.
I've talked to people that before having this conversation, I did my research.
You did your research. You never come up with 98% of men are always ready. 2% of them are always ready.
No. I mean, those are selfish. Like even a man.
The number was too big,
Really
very high, and I don't
It is
think
not
so. I don't think so.
So sometimes, as you are saying, like we want all women to take care of our women. I mean, can you believe?
I think it's an honor to be able to take care of your family.
Yeah, it is.
That's the only thing
It's a great honor. That's what
It is. I mean, can you imagine me working and my woman is taking care of the kids at home and taking care of the home? But sometimes, as you are saying, women are not trained to do that these days because based on how they were raised.
Say trained.
Oh, how will I say?
The upbringing.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The upbringing
because it's different. So they see that they can even make more than what you are bringing. because they think.
But a woman making more does not mean that the man is not a man. The man is still a man.
That's what I'm telling you.
Because the man is still
because of materialistic stuff.
His responsibility does not mean that because the woman is making a lot, that should be belittling the man.
Yeah.
The man is still the man.
Let me tell you.
There's nothing like a small man.
As he said, as a man taking care of the woman, some women have different definitions. It can be like a paid mortgage.
When it comes to
I
taking
take care of
things.
food. I take care of things. But some women don't think that's only thing that you have to do. I buy you stuff. Maybe they want to buy their own big stuff, materialistic stuff. They look at their friends, what they are doing, buying stuff that they don't need. So they never give you that compliment of what you're doing. They always want more. So they would choose maybe to work. So
no, hold on. I think you're taking this the wrong direction. Let me step you back for a sec. Watch.
Yeah.
Okay, it's very simple. If you brought 10 women in this room right now and asked of them, you're in a situation whereby your husband is the provider. They pay for the mortgage, they pay for everything. Your job is that you work, you keep your own money, do whatever you want with your money. But you gotta respect your husband. 9 out of 10, you know what they'll say?
We'll sign that agreement.
They'll sign that agreement.
Yes.
They won't even question you.
They won't question you.
I'm being honest with you.
That's the truth.
they will know what?
Women won't question you.
Trust me. Do you know why?
Okay.
Because in right now, and one of the things too is that, and when women have that opportunity, right? What happens is that, let's say, God forbid, the man loses his job or anything.
She'll be there too.
Trust me, this woman will just jump on board.
She'll be up at 2 a.m. in the morning praying for you.
I understand what you're saying.
And you know what? She will still even ask you. She'll be the one to come to you. I know you're not working. Let me step in.
I understand what you
Yes, but in a situation whereby you've been splitting 50-50 with her from the beginning, when you lose your job, she does not care.
You guys are real. You see Pepe.
On the pepper, they will push it over the side. The pepper, is it the red or the green one?
I think you guys are reading the perfect story.
It's not the perfect story here.
I believe what you're saying. I believe that's how it has to be. But what's happening right now in the world, it's not all men's fault. I mean, in blaming all men.
No, it's not a blame. We're giving scenarios. It's not a blame. We're giving scenarios of like.
But hold on though. I said when you're not ready for marriage, why are you getting married?
I mean, why is it divorce?
No.
Because are you telling me that everything that happened because of men?
No. Hold on. No, nobody's blaming men.
Let me tell you the silliest thing that I feel like because of that, a lot of these men come not knowing their role, because before they even go and ask the woman hand in marriage, during the wedding preparation, the woman is the one even contributing to buy her ring. I'm not joking. Some women are contributing to buy their own ring.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. That one is a problem.
So if I'm a woman, that's a red flag for me.
I mean, but those women that you're talking about, they even go, as you're saying, they even support to buy all this.
Why would you support to buy your ring? The man is to buy that ring and come and place it on your damn finger.
Yeah.
Why are you? If you're supposed to pitch something, you should be pitching. If I'm pitching, I should be pitching on things like on my makeup, because it's gonna be on my face.
Even the
it's like you know what I mean, like maybe.
But okay, so hold on. Remember the statement I made earlier on, right? Personally, like I said, my upbringing might be different from a lot of people. I was told to seek knowledge, go through school, find something I'm really good at, and focus on it. From 18 to 40, I should not be chasing after money, and I never chased after money. That's me. Now. Yes, if somebody's past that,
didn't get that advice,
right? And I think the point of your show or your podcast is to help educate your audience.
Yes,
you should not be going after money between those age groups. Reason being is this: one, as mature as you think you are, you're not that mature. Because if you actually sit back and look back in your life at the age of 18, some of the decisions that you made, you find out, oh my God, why did I make that decision? That is stupid.
That's stupid.
Right? So and this is the advice I got from home. Like I said, 18 to 40, I'm almost there. I have done nothing but look for knowledge, understanding, how to apply wisdom. That's what I've been looking for.
That's what you look for, yeah.
Yeah, that's all. And before a man chooses a woman, you can't just say she's pretty. I like her buttocks. I love she have boobs. She have a pretty face. No.
So that's what people are going for nowadays.
Yeah.
It looks like.
So listen to that my mom gave me before I got married. She said, all pretty, beautiful beauty can be bought at a store.
And it's true.
Yeah.
But the character
can never be bought.
So let me tell you something. You know what? You can find love at a brothel, but it comes with a price.
There you go.
You know that.
You see that.
Yeah. But some people also will choose the one on the brothel because it comes with a price one time.
Exactly.
But the other ones that you bring home forever, it's like forever price that you're gonna pay. As you were saying, okay, let's go about the role of women. Trina, you can start.
No, like I said, he did mention already, the role of a woman is to what? Is to keep the home.
Yes.
It's to keep the home going,
yeah,
keep the home running.
Yeah, home running.
Now, because most of the time, even if you go to a lot of homes, right? A lot of, like he was saying, the man is out there working and making sure everything is being taken care of. The mortgage, bills, if kids pay fees, daycare and other things are being taken care of. The role of the woman is to make sure the home is running smoothly.
Yes.
And so
in terms of, when you say in terms of running smoothly, she usually knows when the doctor's appointment is, when the PTA meeting is. She usually knows when soccer time is. Like, it's always all over. Like, even with me, and that I'm just, with my son, I have like a calendar. There's everything on there, right? All I have to look is, okay, today is this and today is that. So to me, that's a role of a woman, to make sure things are running smoothly while the man is out there hustling. Yes. So when he comes home, he doesn't have to.
That should be his sanctuary, peace of mind.
Exactly. That should, he should be coming home to peace. My peace.
Okay, let me ask you. So why is it? Can you just describe, and you gave me all these points. What was the challenges why women are all facing that?
Women are facing.
They are not doing all this.
And it still boils down to
no.
I'm saying
we talk about men. I just want you to have a perspective of why women.
Okay, and I'm telling you,
some women are not doing that.
I'm telling you.
Don't tell me. Don't use a man in it.
No.
Use
it has to, because you know why? I'm not being biased. When you guys were talking, you brought women in. So this is what I'm trying to say here. The woman's duty is make sure things are running smoothly in the house. Yeah. Okay. Now, some women do have a job too. Some women do work. Not every woman has the privilege to be a stay-at-home mom because the husband is earning enough. Okay. Right? In some situations, the woman is doing part-time to support in one sort of way or whatever. But then again, it's not her responsibility. She can decide to support. She can decide. It's her choice to support. Now, that's what he said. Without the neck, we are there to support.
So, with you,
okay, we are there to support.
As a neck to support, why are women not doing that?
When you say women, how many of them have you seen?
I'm talking about 90%.
No, when you say why are they not doing it? Because trust me, if a man comes to me right now, I'm telling you, if a man comes to me right now, okay, tell me, Shrina Fruwa Bedu, I want to marry you. When I marry you, this is what I want you to. I want you to take care of the home, make sure everything runs smoothly. While I go out, hustle, my money is our money. Your money is your money. This is the agreement. I will sign off. See, let me tell you something. Just by that, respect will come. Submissive. Every woman can be submissive. Every woman.
But every woman can be submissive, but you choose not to be.
No.
You choose not to be.
That's why I said every woman can.
Wait. No, hold on. But you can say that though. Look. Okay. Watch. You playing the chicken and the egg situation here. It doesn't work like that. Okay. Okay. So
I gotta speak for.
you play the devil's advocate. We get it. We understand it. It's okay.
That's what he's doing.
But okay, what we men, especially men in the Western world, a lot of us don't know what our role is. Let's all be honest with ourselves.
And that's true.
Okay, be honest with yourself. Because if you knew what your role was, there is no way you'll be in a situation that has been described here. So, for example, growing up, I was told that first live with your parents, and then you get a condo, then you get a townhouse, then you get a single. That's how I was told.
Like a process.
Yes, it's a process. You don't jump from 1 to 10. There's no such thing. That's how I was brought
That's
up.
where the frustration sets in because you jump.
You jump in too quickly. And so wait, hold on. I was told that I was born alone and I'm gonna die alone. So you know what that means? I'm not too worried about what somebody else is doing. Life is a marathon, not a race. So if you are doing, I don't care.
Yeah.
And if I can learn something from you, I will learn. But whatever you do, couldn't care less about it. My focus is Kobe, and that's
it. So decision making, as you said, as from condo to even with your woman and your wife, or those decisions can even be bigger problems.
How?
Sometimes you never heard about those decisions that a woman wants to just jump to.
It's a conversation. You gotta explain why we're doing this.
This still boils down to a woman knowing his role. Let's say as I'm sitting here right now, you come to me and say, you know what, after we get married, I've had things in plan. This is what I have. I have about $50,000 and I want us to put it down. So which woman is going to argue over that? My brother answered that question for me.
That woman
Which woman
will say born of a woman?
She wasn't born of a woman. Which woman will say, okay, we are going to buy us, we're buying a property, we're investing in something, and I disagree.
So
first of all, money is not even part of it.
So whenever money is part of it.
No.
Wait, no.
This is where the man is taking charge and being the leader.
That's what makes you a leader.
Yeah. So anytime
that doesn't mean the woman cannot support financially.
Yes.
That's not what it means.
You know what's the funny thing? When a woman actually should be like, okay, well, what can I do to be part of this? That's what how women think.
You know what? Yes, once you're doing it, a woman sits down and be like, oh, where can I help? What do you need help with?
How can I contribute?
And when a woman comes in asking, what do I need help with? They do it with joy.
Yes.
Because you know why? They're not being told, this is your cut, or this is your part of it, or this is your portion.
Listen, you will never win this argument, especially with me, because my compass is literally broken to the point whereby you're not going to win this argument.
A lot of men are looking at you guys.
No. There should be a lot of this men in this world.
It's very simple and listen.
Because trust me, all this submissiveness. Trust me, if you know your role as a man, that thing will just come with full force. You will not even need to ask for it. Honestly speaking, you won't ask for it.
So it's based on condition.
No, it's natural flow or order. Natural flow of order.
It's not a condition. It's not a condition.
It's not a condition.
It's not a condition.
Watch. Like let's go from a biblical perspective, right? Man was made before woman. Woman is the last creature that I'm talking about biblically, so please don't take my word the wrong way. Man was the first creature, and then God made woman from the rib
of a man.
So when you're going out there to find a woman that is actually going to make your rib full or whole, rather than find a woman that's going to pull it out.
Okay, so you know that there is some women like that.
Of course.
That's what I wanted you guys to say. So you were claiming.
She said every single woman can be submissive. When you have the right man in the picture.
And you also have a right woman in the picture.
And the thing is, let me ask you something though. You need to also understand a lot of these women that have been like this, they have had to, they've been forced to be like that.
Yes.
Yeah, you can use your past
listen, it's not a past relationship thing. Listen, it has nothing to do with relationship.
Wait, let me help him. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Before you become a driver, you go through processes.
Yeah.
You go through the road. You go through the test, the visual test. Then you go through the road test, and then you get your permit. When you're doing your road test, what are your point of references?
It's based on what your part, the one that you've been through.
So every single person is shaped by the experiences.
So
Exactly. So our experiences shapes us. It does.
Can
So
I counter
what I'm trying to say.
No, Trina, wait.
No, you did cut me off.
No, what she said. Trina, let me say. As a driver, when you have an accident, what happens?
In what terms? Do I panic emotionally, physically? What you describe it?
When you have a car accident,
Okay.
You panic.
Oh,
You get hurt.
Oh, you get hurt.
Okay.
It's the same as relationship. You go through therapy. If you are not fit, you don't drive again.
Okay.
So as someone who's been through it, you have to go through therapy and know that no, I'm starting again.
But why are you going to therapy though? What was the purpose of it? What was the purpose of going to therapy?
So as what was the purpose
of
going to therapy? As a driver, you go to a physio.
No, wait, listen to your statement. No, the statement you're making.
Because if you get an accident, depending on what injuries you have, will determine what kind of therapy you'll be going for.
Yeah.
You could be going for physio, you could be going for counseling, you could be going for
It could be mental, emotional, physical. So
it could be what?
No, let me finish my analogy. Because you are not getting it.
Yeah, please.
As you have an accident, you are hurt. You go to physio. When you recuperate or you get well, you come back to drive. The same as relationship. When you are hurt from that relationship, you have to go to therapy. When you are ready to go to another relationship, a new relationship, then you get into it. So you can't use your past and come to that relationship and tell me that you were hurt. So then
you are not a human being.
Then you're not being realistic to yourself.
So
because you know why? No, you're not being real.
We human beings. Let me give you a little quick example here. Every single creature on this planet, except human beings, when they are born, they're born with something.
Yeah.
Knowledge of their past. What I mean by that, look at a donkey, look at a sheep. What does the parent do? The most important, help them stand up.
Yeah.
And everything else, they're good at. Human beings, gotta slowly teach them every little thing.
Yeah.
So guess what? Your analogy doesn't ring.
Yeah, but you told me that
No, it
because
doesn't.
of
No, it's not. I wasn't gonna. You didn't let me finish.
Okay, you go.
Because I was trying to say that a lot of these women they become quote unquote strong, or as people see them, they're forced to. Okay, they've had to deal with. I don't want to say human beings. They've had to deal with animals.
Emotional trauma.
Emotional trauma.
What do you mean animals?
Yeah, some human beings are not human beings.
No, but don't.
They belong in the zoo.
What are you talking? I never use that word. I mean,
listen. Hold on. If you behave
like a human
as a snake, walks like a snake, act like a snake, you might be a snake.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So a lot of them.
Okay.
So I'm only trying to tell you that. Listen though. Let's say you see you come across, let's say, a single mother who's been struggling raising his own child, her own child. You need to understand something, that she's been that strong. She had to be that way to be able to raise his or her child, or even a man too. You know what I mean? So you coming in and all of a sudden telling her, oh, you need to be this and you need to, and you're not even protecting and providing for her.
Why should she stop?
Why should she stop what she's doing?
Yeah, so everything.
Okay, so if you come across me, I'm expecting that you will lift some burdens off me.
Of course. Yeah.
Instead,
so you bring your
comment. Everybody has a burden.
Yeah, so I have a burden.
Either good, bad, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
so you expect 100% from me, but you.
No, we're not talking about 100% here. We're not even talking about numbers here.
No, I'm just asking.
We're talking about how sometimes people look at some women or some men and they go like, oh, this man is this or this woman is this, and he needs to be submissive.
Men love women. So everything that you guys say,
but what I'm still coming down to, I am still coming down to this.
Yeah.
Have it in mind today. Everyone should listen. Every woman can be submissive,
but they choose not to be.
Wait, let's go to the Bible. What you just said.
Yeah.
Bible says, man love what? Your woman. Woman obey.
Yeah.
If the man doesn't love the woman, there's no.
There was no way in the Bible that said the woman should love the man.
There was in the Bible.
Was there? No, was there a place in the Bible that said the woman should love the man?
Let it give an example.
There was no way.
No, let him give an example.
The Bible that a man loves.
I mean, this is not a Bible channel, but then they're trying to. No, there was no way.
References from
there was
different
a reference. It's a history book. It could be. It's also religious. There was a man in the Bible that loves the wife. Everything that he did as you did. At the end, the wife betrayed her.
Who is this man?
What are you talking about?
Samson?
Oh, Delilah. Which one are you talking about?
There are many people in the Bible.
But you can't just make a reference. You have to put the name. You don't want to give the name. Like, what is this?
What kind of man is this?
Delilah.
So Samson and okay, hold on. You're taking the story out of context.
The story does not add up. But no, let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. And to me, I feel like, you know what, that's the truth. Because I just, I just believe as a man, you should know your role in your home. And the woman, you should also know your role and your place in your home.
Yes.
Because I realize that nowadays, some of the men are doing the woman's role, and some of the women are doing the man's role.
Reverse roles.
Vice versa. We should know our roles in our homes, marriages, and even boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. It starts from there. You should know your role.
Okay, thank you. I think roles can also be dynamic, as you're saying. Sometimes men can also take care of kids, and the woman can also work.
That's okay.
Isn't it? What do you think?
So if you want to play with reversal roles, then don't come back and tell anyone that my wife is not respecting me.
Or my wife is not.
So you think
submissive.
like that the wife will respect you?
No, I'm just saying.
He's making.
No, I'm just.
Watch. So in this situation, the woman is one who wanna ask for the husband's hand in marriage, right?
We are not Indian.
Some women also ask.
No, I'm asking because you see what?
Well, nowadays women are proposing to the men,
which is so wrong in so many different forms. I'm not even gonna go there. But you see, when you make a statement, I want to understand where the statement is coming from.
Okay, let me tell you something. Let me give you something. Let's say a woman had a child. She used to work. She's on matrimonial leave. She makes more money than the
husband, okay?
The husband.
Okay.
So the husband should stay home. She will go back to work. Is it bad? Is it moral?
Can I ask you a question? Have you ever given birth before?
Yes. Oh, you mean
what? Did you say yes?
He said yes. You should be asking me that question.
No, there's a reason I'm asking you that.
This man is saying a woman should go back to work after how many months?
Wait, this is what I'm asking the question.
Like, I don't understand where you're coming from.
What you are talking about?
Do you know how long it takes a woman's body to recover? It will take you about a whole year, about the same time you used to
No. What
like,
you guys are saying,
9 months.
I just want you guys to be real. Everything that you're talking about traditions. But I'm talking about what's happening.
We also understand that there are
some circumstances where a lot of people
whereby
they switch roles.
So watch. If my wife is pregnant right now, and because of duress and tiredness and what she's going through, I have to cook. What the heck am I standing there doing? I'm gonna go cook.
That one. I mean, even we.
You're just being a supportive.
I'm supporting her.
You're just being a supportive husband.
Yeah, we do it.
See, in my house, I have one job: vacuum. My wife will never vacuum
because she doesn't like it.
She tells me, Kobe, unfortunately, that's a man's job, and I'm like, okay, I'll go vacuum. Not even gonna argue. You will never come and catch me in the washroom, clean the washroom. If she asks, hey, babe, my period is coming and I'm in pain.
I mean, crying.
Can you help me?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
But what I'm trying to tell you is this. The example you're giving is that a woman gives birth, and because she's earning more income, she's forcing herself to go back to work.
She shouldn't have to
Oh,
force
it's not
herself to-
forcing.
But what you're saying describes that.
It happens here. What I'm saying is,
In the US, it's 6 months.
Yeah.
Women have to go back to work.
3 months.
Okay, in Canada, you have a
It's
year.
18 months.
yeah. So
Which example are you giving us?
Yeah, I know some people that the wife went back to work and the man stayed home.
Because the woman makes more money.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I just feel like
After what? After the maternity
6 months.
after the maternity leave
After
is
the
18 months.
18
So
months.
after 18
And
months.
so maternity leaves can be like, okay, the woman maybe 1 year.
But you know, I know,
See, if it was
some
me,
men.
if it was me, I'll take a double job.
Yeah.
If it's me, I
I
will
know
not let my
some
wife go
men
back.
that will never stay home.
Yeah, I'll let my wife go.
Yeah,
I'll take
some
2
do.
jobs. I'll take 3 jobs.
Yes, I know some do, but I know there are some men that will be like, even if you make $1 million
But,
an hour,
but you have to
I will
listen to
still
your-
go to work.
I'll go to work.
Why can't you listen to your
There are some
wife?
people will be like, I'm
Why
still
can't
the
you listen to your
man. I
wife?
still want to take care of my
You have any
family.
idea how boring it is for you to stay at home for a man?
Yeah, so the man is sacrificing there.
What sacrifices?
It's boring at home.
Why don't you go out and do some work?
Oh no. What you? I mean,
Maybe I don't understand the example. But
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
I
you
wasn't.
don't understand. You know what I'm saying.
No, I don't know what you're saying, so don't try and tell me I know what
Wait, hold on.
I don't know what you're saying.
Don't be honest.
I'm trying. There are some men that go, like, you know, because the woman makes a lot, the woman goes back to work after maternity, and the man stays back and take care. Because there are circumstances whereby they make calculations, they realize that, hey, if you go back to work, it's actually going to be beneficial to the whole family than me going back to work.
So let's say the woman is a doctor,
Yes.
right? Whereby there's sufficient income. But you see, here's the thing though. If we were to actually start off the right way, financial education should have been imprinted in our mind from the get-go before we had a child. You should be able to live off enough savings for 2 years when you're not working. 2 years. The average person live paycheck to paycheck because we don't want to learn.
Yeah, I mean that's how most is.
But it's not supposed to be like that.
It's not supposed
Because
to be like
watch, people are working today. They don't put in money into TFSA, no money into RSP, RPP. There's so many ways for you to diversify, play with money, stocks. People don't. You see, here's the thing, right? A lot of us, we don't plan. We are reactive. So because we are reactive, in the weird ways that instead of you say, you know what, back to my example, get a condo, save up enough money, build enough equity, and let's get a townhouse. Then build up enough equity, and let's get a single. Instead of not going through the process and you jump it, you put in yourself, you set yourself for failure completely. But if you went through the proper process, I'm telling you, you'll be more happier, you live longer, and you have to worry about all the stress. But because you didn't, a lot of time we are forced to be in situations that it's not beneficial for us.
Yeah, great. I think we will end here.
This was a great topic, honestly speaking. I really wanted to hear a man's perspective when it came to like the man's role and the woman, because for the longest time we've just been hearing all of this. Oh, women nowadays are not submissive, they're not respectful, they're not this, you know. And it's just important that as we get married and get into relationship and begin to live with our spouses, we know what our role is as a woman and what the man's role is as a man. And I'm so glad that you were able to come today and, you know, touch on these topics. And thanks for all those lovely points and ideas. It was great.
It was great.
It was great.
Thank you, Kobe.
Thanks for coming.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Great. Yeah.
It gets very complicated.
Can you end it, madam?
Okay, cut. We're done. Your
So
exes.
I don't block all my exes, but the ones that I've blocked, they deserved it because most of them were mean, cold, and yeah. Anyways, so those type of friends, exes, I don't keep as friends. As I said, the ones that I keep as friends, it's not even that like close of a friendship because I also put it right. Like right now, I'm in a relationship, right? I put myself in my man's shoes. If he was talking to his ex and they were close and always on the phone and talking and yap, laughing here and there, would I be okay with it? I would not. I would be jealous. And listen, it has nothing to do with insecurities or you're secured or whatever. If your man is talking to another woman who was sexually attracted to them previously, you don't want to have that door open for them to have that type of relationship because it could lead to what they were doing before. And for me, I do the same. I would not open that door for my ex to be talking to me every single day because my love language is communication. And when I'm getting that attention, I'm getting that talk from you. Hey, how are you? That good morning text. Why are you texting me in the morning as my ex? What do you want? Did you have a dream about me? Was it love? Like, why are you texting? You know what I mean? So yeah, I know.
Like, okay,
As a man, or you will go first?
No, go ahead.
no. Like, we want to hear the man side. Like, in terms of like your exes. Why are you to go ahead? The manual is on you.
I'm chill.
You're trying to absorb
Because
everything.
he's always like, "Oh, you're breaking all the men's code," and he's saying,
No, you gotta break it because that's what we're here to learn.
So you go first, and then when you're done, I'll
I agree with you to a certain extent.
Okay.
I mean, I agree with you 100%, but just minus 1% there. Men, we tend to, as you said, if we break up amicably, as you said, some girls, whenever we are in a relationship, apart from love, we also like someone. It doesn't mean that after we break up, there is that love there. Because we had that good relationship, sometimes we get in contact with a person, not just to have a conversation just like, how are you doing? Well, I'm good.
That's good.
But why do you want to know how I'm doing? You left me. I left you.
No, but this is when was it a good? Did it end well?
In a good way.
Got it.
Let's say
You ended in a good way.
even a guy sometimes when you are with a woman that you like the person, even when you guys are not together, you are still rooting for the woman to find another good man to take care of her. There are some women that deserve it. Even though you are not with, some men think, oh, this girl, she's so great.
No, man. We've all had situations that.
So if she's so great, if she's so great,
She was so great, but not great for him.
Because sometimes women, we can fuck up. Some men can leave a woman based not on the woman's fault.
So pretty much just like having a diamond and leaving it for a boxer.
Yeah. Some men can. I mean, it happens. Maybe, as you said, distance relationship. The person went to school.
Did their homework.
Education. Maybe travel to another city. So you guys amicably broke up, but we don't contact them just to have. Like, I know my girlfriend is there, but I'm not gonna contact that person every day. Like, it's just that maybe one time, once in a year, it just happened that the person said hi or something, or maybe you commented on a Facebook.
Why
are you commenting on their
The thing is, why are you entertaining it when you say hi? Let me say this. I said hi, okay, if I send you a Merry Christmas, like let's say Father's Day, all the guys on my contact list, I send a mass message to everyone. When you respond, you're as my ex, I'm not going to engage it. It was a mass message. You're not special.
But
okay. But with some men, hi leads to which city do you live in now? And it leads to one thing to another. And some women do this too. Right? First of all, I'm not even gonna entertain it.
A lot of women do this. You know,
a lot of women do it. Yes,
we're always targeting men with cheating and all that, but women cheat more than men,
and we do it very well.
Very well. Anyways,
that's the truth.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
So
that even come from me. On the platform, women cheat more than men.
Yes, that is true.
It takes a lot for a woman to cheat.
It takes a lot.
But they cheat more. It's not about how long it takes though. They cheat more than men.
Yeah, if a woman cheats,
she's giving you so much
options
and a lot of warnings, but
and you've been a repeated offender.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And when we do it, we are so good. We can do it for 10 years and we can never get caught.
They let them do it. That's what they think they're cheating. Man, you're not cheating. I mean, you're cheating.
The guy doesn't want to accept that.
May I please ask? So you just stated people break up for different reasons.
Yeah.
So you might break up with your ex-girlfriend because she lived in a different city. She went to school, or maybe you messed up, right?
Yeah.
With that being said, if you move on and have another girlfriend, do you still have feelings for your ex? Because you guys didn't have an issue. Something happened. Something led.
So there was
a situational breakup.
Okay, so there was no closure.
Exactly. Do you still have feelings
for them?
It seems like if you check on her, then there's something in you that will speak to her again. Right?
No. You guys need to have a conversation. If it's a situational breakup, you moved. She moved.
You relocated.
Someone, whatever that it wasn't because someone cheated. It wasn't a bad breakup. You guys need to have a conversation because when you move to a different city, she's still wherever she is. She'll be meeting guys. You'll be meeting girls. You've moved on, but there need to be a conversation. That what are we? What are we doing?
But that conversation never happens.
Well, see, when that conversation never happens, then.
Your living room.
So what's going on then?
Yeah, because then there's no closure.
There's no closure.
So as a guy, have you ever done that?
Done what?
Have you ever been in a relationship and still reach out to your ex?
That I'm in a new relationship and reach out? Oh yeah, I've done that.
Why?
Because my ex, it wasn't a bad breakup.
Okay.
So me reaching out to my ex could be.
What's more like a friendship?
It could be something. Hey, I'm taking this course, and that's what you did so many years ago.
Okay.
What should I do? Oh, I'll call you tonight, or mind you, she will call me. No, listen, she will call me and explain things to me. Mind you, and this is just an example.
Yeah.
Mind you, she's in a serious relationship, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am not saying I'm not texting her, hey, what are you doing tonight, or what are you wearing, or whatever it is. It's just me texting her for help, or maybe it can even be me checking up on kids.
Ask your ex.
Can I finish? I'm not done.
This is getting heated.
Can you ask your ex, will she feel the same thing? Because to me, I remember a time my ex would keep on reaching out. Oh, I just want to check on you. But no, that wasn't a checkup. You basically wanted something.
No, it depends on you know when it's just a checkup on you, and you know when it's not a checkup on you. You're a woman.
You will know.
Yeah, and the women in the panel know. Like if I'm checking up on my ex, and we've been dating, we've been together before, and it's just I just want to check up on you. You know, this guy's not just checking up. It's just one message, another message, because he wants something. But if you know your man and he's really checking up on you, it's just hey, hi, how are you? And it takes forever for you to reply back your ex again. He's like, this guy's moved on. But there are some men that they just checking up on you, but deep down they want more. And the women know you just don't have to give in. So I've been in I'll finish my sentence and I'll let you talk. So I've been in a relationship that I will randomly check up on my ex because I haven't blocked her or she hasn't blocked me, because then there will be no form of communication ever whatsoever, right? But this is a case that we broke up and we still friends. The reason I'm saying we're still friends is like from time to time she will message me and be like, "Hi, how are you?" or "How's your mom?" or the last time we talked, your dad was going through a surgery or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
So y'all are even talking
friendship.
like that's a lot. If she knows that your dad is not feeling
that means there was a conversation that led to her knowing your dad was doing a surgery or your
the
mom.
woman that we dated and we broke up, and if my dad has a
okay, so
chronic
it was
illness,
prior to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
You see women.
Okay.
See, I haven't even done it, and they already drawing conclusions already.
We were just trying to clarify things. That's what we're doing.
Can I come in?
So to answer your question.
Yeah, can I come in? I understand everything that she's asking about. I mean, for me, I think it's human nature. I understand where the women are coming from. It's gonna hurt if a guy even know that the woman is talking to another their ex.
Oh, there's gonna be fire on the mountain.
It's gonna be fire on the mountain. But, as I said, men, if we break up with someone that we don't have that, there wasn't any toxic relationship and stuff. One time or twice, maybe in 2 years or 1 year, we contact the person.
What if
That's not what happened though.
What if the girl contact you?
Seem like, oh, I broke up with my ex 10 years ago, so let me just check on her.
Like, why are you even thinking about that ex? You're in a new relationship. Why are you sitting there and she came to your head that I should text this person to ask?
So your problem is the fact that she came into her head.
Thank you. Why is she in your the new relationship is the one
should be the
only woman that's supposed to be in your head. If your ex is coming to your head to say hello, how are you? Why? The women are taking it like
what if it's the other way around?
If I'm texting my ex, hey, how you doing? Why?
The man has the right to question that.
Why? My man is seeing that. Why am I asking my ex? My ex, how he's like? What was the reason?
So
why?
So are you saying that?
Can I come in?
You don't check out.
You've been in a relationship that ended that you've never picked up the phone and check up on your ex?
No.
This is when it ended. It ended smoothly though. There was
I'm not calling you. If you call me, I don't know why you're calling. If the relationship ended amicably, I don't know why you're calling. I will answer if I can. I'm not going to go out of my way to answer, but I will answer if I can. And if I do, the conversation is not going to go further than what he called for. And if I figure out that he called for more than just maybe I'm asking a simple question and they're asking maybe, oh, you remember how we used to? No. We used to do what? Because that's going to bring back memories.
Remember how we used to, then
let me come in.
Exes be friends, because you are saying
you cannot. You cannot.
It's saying from a guy's perspective.
No,
from a guy's perspective. No, I'm not saying we're friends. We're not friends.
From a guy's perspective,
we're not friends.
No, honestly speaking, because I know sometimes you men see it as, oh, she's just insecure. No, I need to be secure around my man, knowing that, you know what, your ex is actually an ex.
Yes.
Meaning it's your past.
Yeah.
Yes, okay? But we're not saying that we are friends.
No, not friends. Let me say, she posted something on Instagram and you're commenting. She posted something on Facebook, you're commenting.
It's your ex.
Or you like it.
You cannot like her.
And you expect the woman you're with not to have any emotions. Or not to react.
Explain something.
You guys, it was the other way around. A woman will tell a man that the man is insecure.
But you men that to us all the time. She's insecure.
They say she's nagging.
She's nagging. That's what you guys say. She's nagging about everything.
But there are women that will double tap their ex's picture, and if a man comments, they'll be like, oh, what's wrong with that?
No, I don't think that's right.
To me, I think there should be some sort of respect here. Yes, there should be some sort of respect here. And you should also, put your shoes in the other person's shoes. Yes. Now, if I am texting this person or I'm liking their pictures or entertaining an ex, how would I feel
If it was the other way
If
around.
it was the other way
So
around.
let me give you an example.
Okay.
Let me give you an example. So based on you are with your ex, oh, you were with her, you broke up with her, and you have some things with her.
Like what?
Maybe you gave it. You know, some people.
No, like what?
Maybe you're documented with them.
What is it that?
Why? You're documenting.
Hold on. We're
not attacking him.
Your ex have your documents.
No, let me finish.
You guys should give him the time to explain. Millie,
Give him the time.
no, Millie, wait. Let's let him explain.
Okay, explain.
Explain. Let's hear you out.
Live with a girl or be with her. Sometimes you leave something there with your boyfriend. Their stuff can be with you. Yeah, you are not with her. Then you call her to to get all your stuff from her.
That will be in the early stages of
It's supposed to be a time interval with this.
There should be an early stages of the breakup.
You cannot come back 5 years.
5 years
and be like, hey.
Okay.
Millie,
No.
Millie, you remember my dog? My dog. I left my dog 5 years.
Millie, you remember that my bra that I left at your house 5 years later?
No.
Okay,
I'm not
it's a
saying
good
5 years.
example.
I'm telling-
However, the person that you're seeing, did you tell them I'm going to reach out to my ex to get some documents?
Because it's respectful.
No, we don't. Not everything that you have
did
to
not
tell.
tell them.
Why?
Oh, really? And then, okay, you're not going to
It's
tell
not
her. Imagine
everything.
if she finds out. Do you think she'll be happy that you're contacting your ex?
That's
to
where the
pick up
problem
things?
starts.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like women.
No, Mr. Man, you haven't answered our question. No, he has not answered
No,
the
they
question.
do worry about a lot of stuff. And it was the other way around.
Men are more jealous than women, though.
Men are more jealous.
Men are more jealous than women.
Listen.
More jealous than women.
Yes.
Men are more jealous. I've said it twice. Men are more jealous than women. But if a woman does it, a woman will say it's okay. You are being insecure.
That's
if a
lie.
man does, oh come on.
No.
If
I'm not gonna
it's the
agree
same
with
way.
that.
The whole board we agree that women cheat more than men. Another group of people will say no, men are the worst.
I
They
think
cheat
men.
more than
For me,
men.
when you said women,
Men are the worst cheaters, but women
We
cheat
are the
more.
worst cheaters. Okay, you men are the worst
If
cheaters.
a woman will cheat, as she said,
It will take
time.
Yeah.
But a man can cheat anytime.
That's correct.
Because without we've been very articulate about the cheating.
Yeah.
We strategize it.
They are pros. They are pros.
We don't just go out and cheat.
Professional.
They are professional cheaters.
And if your woman
Yeah,
is
but think
cheating,
about it. Every woman that is cheating now was a good girl.
Yes.
That got messed up by someone.
yes.
Yeah, but
Now she's a professional.
She's not cheater.
yeah, let me tell
She can cheat
you,
for
whenever a woman past relationship because and you bringing it to another guy and you're still in that cheating mode.
But you men do that.
No, usually if a woman is cheating on someone, that same person
Exactly.
is the one that is hurting her.
No.
Okay. Then it takes a special type of woman to cheat on a faithful or a good man.
Yeah.
It's a special type of
Yeah,
woman.
there are some.
There are some women
So listen,
they just
the word
want to
here-
have sex. And
The
they
word
don't care
here
where
is
they're
special
getting it
man.
from.
No, special women.
They don't care where they're getting the sex from. They're just having sex.
You know how many women are
Because you're just
special
having
people?
fun. And that's what I'm saying. Those women, I would say they're prostitutes.
Yeah, those
because
are not professional
they are in their mind, and these two things are not connected.
They are not connected. They
And
sleep
if
with you and
for
wear
a
their
woman,
clothes and
they're
run.
supposed to be connected.
Ted.
If I'm sleeping with a man,
Yeah.
there's no way I can sleep with a man I don't like. I don't love. I have to have that.
Or I don't have that a
that,
bit of
you know, that
connection with.
connection.
Yeah, but you can have connection
That's
with
why when you have an
two men
argument
at
with
the
I cannot.
at the same time.
I cannot.
It takes a
See,
special
it takes
woman.
a special woman to be
Yeah,
able to
so
say,
special
I'm
woman.
with this man, I love this man, but I've seen this guy and
But then
I'm
again,
gonna go do something
Millie,
with him.
no, Millie. But then again, that special kind of woman was once a very good woman.
That's what
So,
usually
Something happened.
But then so come on.
And it's a man too.
Yeah, we can say
It's a man-
we can
on the
say
man's side too.
yeah, on the man's side.
On the man's side too.
Yeah, on the man's side,
That
we can
man
say
was probably a very good man to someone.
a very good loyal man, just like me.
Nice.
And then a woman
Just like me.
a woman did me wrong, and
You feel like women are good cheaters.
Why?
Yeah.
Because that woman was so good to you in the beginning, and you would have never expected her to cheat.
Yeah, but
That's
I mean,
right.
So when she cheats,
if a woman
that
can
will
cheat,
never connect to you.
It will never connect until it's late.
yeah, I mean, for me, if a woman is cheating, and at the end of the day, you just go.
Really? So when you're cheating and you get caught, you should be gone too, right?
Yeah, I should be gone too.
Okay, perfect.
So that's what
And you know, some cheaters, some women that cheat. I know some women, right? They cheat not because their men are bad. They want to explore. They didn't have that fun they were supposed to have in the early age.
Exactly.
They want to explore when they're in a committed relationship, which is bad. So women explore. I'm not saying go out there and have sex with any.
No, explore. But when you
before you get yourself
explore before you get
into
a serious relationship.
Yes.
because that tends to be a problem.
It's a
nowadays.
problem. And you know what? You can explore with one man.
You don't need to
you don't need
20 men.
You don't need.
You can explore with one man and it will lead to marriage. That same man. Some women, they don't even know what orgasm is. I mean, this is a different type of topic.
This is a different type of topic.
This is a different
That's
type
a
of
hot
topic.
one.
But no.
Yeah.
It takes for a woman to cheat. Maybe she's not getting that satisfaction that she, you know, her friends are probably talking about satisfaction, and she's sitting there like, oh my goodness, what is that?
Yeah, but then you can talk to your partner. You can talk to your partner.
Not a lot of men are opening into learning.
Thank you.
Not a lot. And I am going to wait. We're talking here. Not a lot of men are.
Guys, can this be another?
No, it's a lie.
Because now we're leading into sex, and that can be another topic. Because we can say the same that now women are open to learn too.
Let's conclude.
Is it a good idea to still have contact with your ex in a relationship or in a marriage?
No.
Yeah, it's not good.
I think for everyone, in situational ways. If you guys have kids, there has to be that communication. There's no children. There's nothing tying you guys together. And even with I would say even with the ones you have kids with, you need to set your boundaries very well. Because I'm serious because that's me.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. As a woman coming to marry a guy that has kids, if you haven't figured it out that a person will still have that relationship
contact, not relationship contact.
No, with the contact with the child's father. I call my ex, how's my baby's homework? We talk about school. So
that's the thing though.
That's what she's saying. That's what I'm saying. You're not calling your ex to find out what she has for dinner.
Why do you know what I mean? There is when you're communicating, it's strictly regarding the child. And that's it. So that's where the boundary comes in. When we're communicating, it's strictly
to answer the question. To answer the question, guys, can we answer?
Yes, let's answer the question.
So to answer the question, if you are dating, married, or seeing someone, going back to your ex only when there's kids involved. Yeah, and that one has to be strictly boundaries. If not, it doesn't. No, just stay with your partner and live a happy life, because you tracking back, it will mess up what you have. That's my answer.
Yeah. Or to add to that, or you are business partners, and after you broke up, you decided to keep the business going because of legal. Separating a business, it takes a lot. There's the whole legal side of things, and you want to keep the business going. Maybe that's the only time,
and that should be strictly business,
and that's it.
Because most of the time when you try to keep all these exes and texting, it just brings a whole lot. It gets very complicated. So pretty much that was the topic here. I'm so glad everybody was on point with the opinion and everything. It was really nice to hear different opinions on the panel today, and thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we hope you continue to join us whenever we invite you.
Thank you for having us.
It will be a pleasure.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Despite the Fact podcast. And today is another day making $1 out of 50 cents. Okay, today we're going to be talking about a very, very sensitive topic, and we're going to be sharing some tips and some ideas on racism. So we're going to talk about racism in our workplace, in schools, with our children, in our community, and does it even exist at all? Like, That's the question. Does it even exist at all in North America?
It does. It does. Racism exists, especially. I mean, the one we know is U.S. I mean, everyone knows, but we are in Canada, so we will try to concentrate on Canadian our society. And,
Okay.
So racism exists, but in Canada, kind of is very subtle.
Okay.
It's not in your face. Maybe I'm wrong.
So it's not like shoved in your face like how it will be in other places in the States where it's like pretty much strolling down the street.
Yeah, I mean, in the US, you're walking down the street, the police are harassing you because of the skin of your color. People are using the N word, you know.
Okay.
Here, kind of, I'm not speaking for everyone, but my experience, where I come from, and I've been in Canada for 10 years, so it's here, like where we your job place, your schools, you get that, you get it. But I mean, it's my experience. I think where I'm coming from, you know, everybody is shaped on where. Because I'm coming from, I grew up in Italy, and Italy is kind of is in my face. The opportunities are not there because of the skin of your color.
Oh wow!
And like taking the bus, you can like people will just let you know
that you know what, you are black.
Yeah, you're
okay.
Black.
So there's no if or but about it, but. You know, it's like they let you know your skin color is different.
It's different, and so let's say basta, like you sit beside someone, and it become awkward. And
you know what? The same thing happens here too in this city that we live in.
Yep. Yeah.
I remember way back when I used to take bus, where sometimes like you get on the bus when I was in high school, you get on the bus and you realize there's only one seat left, and you go sit, and as soon as you sit there, the person just moves.
Oh wow!
So it's here too. As soon as you sit, the person just moves, and there's this awkward silence, and I mean people around you can tell, but then everybody's very silent, and everybody's like looking to see if someone will say something.
Yeah, but because
it's here.
Yeah, let's say it's there, but there it can be in your face, and no one will defend you. Here, you'll get people that will defend you, that will step up for you. Like
in some cases where people will stand up and be like, "What try and call the person out."
Yeah.
But to me, I think even as I'm just looking at how far the world has been, and I'm looking back to things like, should we have to even deal with racism right now in this millennium world? Like as far as look at it now when like if you go to like a daycare center, I bet you if you count 10 kids, you see one mixed child in there. There's so that the black and the white are mixing. They're making children. They're 15 years from now, I could see more mixed children than anything else.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But then the racism still, and even with the kids that are mixed, people don't forget to let them know they're black. I'm serious. And I'm like, what happened to the white side of them? Because there is also a part of them that is white. Why aren't you pointing on that?
Yeah, we will come back. Yeah,
so there's also that part.
I have a daughter, you have a son, so we will go there. Let's talk about experiences in the workplace and stuff. Because here in Canada, I haven't had any like in my face racism, no backlash. Very, very diverse, because the workplace that you were, you see yourself, you don't see only yourself. We're a very diverse city. Like when I grew up, I live in Vancouver, so you see different types of, like, your own self in the office. So in Calgary, there's also a diversity, but I haven't had that experience. Have you had any
No, I think I have. I would say like I'm just gonna talk about the city that I live in right now, which is Calgary, Alberta, and I've lived here since 2005. So I've lived here for quite a bit. I did my high school here. I did my college here. So I've lived here for quite a bit, and I would say, in a way, I think I've had to experience that. When was it? I think it was just once or twice. I remember after high school, I used to work in this retail shop, and I used to work there as a key holder. So, you know, a lady came in, she had like a little boy and then a baby. So I set up the fitting room for her. She was about to try on this. She's like, oh, can you hold on to the baby for me? So I'm like, okay, sure. So as I was about to reach onto the baby, the little boy goes like, the baby doesn't like black people. And this is me, my face is like,
Wow.
say what?
Wow.
In my head, I'm just, say that again? You know, I'm like, did I hear him right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, am I just hearing voices now? Like, that was my reaction. I was just stunned. And in my head, the first thing that came into my head, where is this child hearing this from? Is it from home? Is it from TV? Is it from the parents? Are the parents racist? You know, everything was just, I felt mixed emotions right away. But then again, I also knew that, you know, the boy was very little. It's a child. So I'm just thinking, okay, charity begins at home. You know, and that's what they tell us when we were growing up. So everything, the mom was like, I am so sorry. Like, you know, the mom was
How
like,
old was he?
He was very little. I don't think he was even up to 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so to me that was very surprising to me. And funny enough, as I went back to the back room, I broke down.
Oh, sorry. No.
I was so sad because I just felt that I was in a very safe environment. And a safe place, and it happened. So it was just an eye-opener for me. I was just like, oh wow, like, you know, this actually does exist. So it doesn't take people anything to let you know you are black and your skin color is different, and I need to let you know your skin color is very different from mine.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
my skin color is different from yours. I mean, obvious, my skin color is different from yours, but treatment, we have to treat each other with
each other fairly.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter the race, the color, or anything.
Yeah, I have, because I always goes back to my experience. Even my daughter, the mom, we had that little bit of argument, because like my daughter went to school and the mom felt that the teacher was being racist, unfair, but I was trying to. It wasn't like I was trying to deny it, but I was just trying to let's solve it.
Yeah, I think. And you know what? And I'll actually touch base with that because you know, sometimes as parents, I think we look at it this way, that, you know what, my child goes to this school. And even at daycare too, even if there's any issue, I try to deal with it. I try to be very mindful of the fact, because at the end of the day, you're still going to leave your child in their care.
Yes.
So you still want to deal with it in a way that you're not coming off as you're being aggressive or anything, but you want to resolve it in a way that, but in letting them know at the same time, I will let you know that I know that you are being. Yeah, my child is being treated differently or unfair.
But sometimes you have to let them know you serious, because her didn't want to give. Like, I mean, she was serious, and I think she solved the problem.
Okay.
Maybe because I didn't have the experience of living in Canada.
Okay, she
did. And so she's been living here. Maybe she had the same experience.
Yeah, and one thing too that I think maybe from you living in Italy and the amount of racism, the experience you experienced there, in your head you're trying to compare. Oh, this is nothing. Like, you know, in Italy I experienced worse than that. Yeah. So like you were kind of kind of downplaying it in a way because you're trying to compare. Okay, that makes sense.
And like I think sometimes too, one should be. I mean, to solve problems with parenting, maybe she is more in their face, and I'm trying to cool things down.
Yeah,
and I think we were able to let the principal, vice principal, and the school know that if they don't change the teacher or something
doesn't
change, we're gonna escalate it to where it has to be. Because for me, I'm talking about the mom. All her brother siblings went to the same school from kindergarten.
Exactly. So she probably knew that maybe her daughter wasn't treated fairly if she's had experience of, okay, all my siblings have been here and I know how things are being done here. So I feel like, okay, you know what, my child is not being treated fairly, or my child is being used or my child has said this word that someone said to her and stuff, like, you know. And sometimes it's just the wording of stuff too.
Let me tell you the word. So I was like, the mom told me that, my daughter started saying that she's black.
And that's because probably someone told her that.
Yeah, so my daughter, she was like, she's 6 years that time. 6, 7 years, 6. Now she's 7, 6. So, we never had that. I know she's black. She's black. But we never had any conversation with her for her to come home. I'm black.
I'm black.
I was like,
But the next time it comes up, you need to tell her black is beautiful, and she is a beautiful black young girl, and she is intelligent, and she's fabulous, and she's just a princess.
So I asked her, she's like, another kid says it to her. Another.
So you see, it's just being shoved in her face right there. Like, it's like, that's what I was trying to say. Like, people don't hesitate to let you know you're black. Just right in your face. She knows she's black. She doesn't need you telling her she's black.
She's black.
She knows that. She knows her identity. I don't think she's lost.
And so we confronted them, and the teacher was like, it's part of the
curriculum. Yes, they talk about skin colors, genders, and other.
I'm not a teacher. I don't know.
You're like, I don't really know what this is all about.
My experience is all tech. It's not about how to teach kids, but how did these kids? Maybe they went home and talk about it, and how did it became like the kid was trying to bully her.
So maybe it's different from someone telling you, are you black, trying to be curious, compared to someone telling you you're black, that, right? You're black. You're black. Those are two different things, okay? It's different from someone being curious. Like, I've gone to somewhere where either I have my natural hair out and I have it blowed out and it's so full and fluffy, and then someone is curious, and asking permission, can I feel your hair? Compared to someone saying, looking at me in a very nasty, like your hair needs to be combed out. Like they look, you get that look where it's like, did you wash your hair today? Your hair needs to be combed out. I know what my hair is. So it's just the body language and at which someone will interpret. And as much as they're kids, they can interpret stuff like, okay, this person is being this way towards me.
She because she was giving us. She was crying. Crying out loud.
She was crying,
saying it because why would she come and always
always repetitively telling me that I'm black. Someone told me I'm black in school. So
So I told her, I told her she's beautiful, she's black. And the mom gave her encouragement, and we went to the school to resolve all these.
Okay,
but I think they got a teacher for her. Like, we tried to solve it. Now I always ask about how is it doing. He said, I think it made her not want to go back to school.
Yeah, she felt some sort of way. She felt very different. She felt very different in the class. She felt, and that's the truth. You know, most of the time, a lot of people will be like, "Oh, you're black, so what?" Do you know how it feels to be just one color in one class? Maybe you're in a class of, maybe you have like 20, 30 people, and you're the only colored person sitting in that class.
Yeah,
even though you're there to learn, and people are like, "You're there to learn," and just focus on that. But then I always want to flip the table around, whereby we have another color of white in a room of just black people, just one white person sitting there.
Yeah, what?
They're gonna feel uncomfortable too.
Yeah, it's not like,
so.
I mean, for me, I don't really say uncomfortable. I mean, if we are all welcoming.
If we are welcoming towards each other, yes.
I mean, we all have white friends, I have black friends.
Yeah,
we all good. But
the thing is, I work around them, I work with them, so.
Yeah, so if it's something that someone is using against you, like, let's say, for me, back in Italy, and back when I was a juniors, I was 16, 17, yeah. Kind of, you working with someone and the person makes a mistake, and they blame you
because you look like the fine black guy. Who has to be blamed for that mistake?
And you talk about it, and they let you know. And they even use the N-word in front of you.
Oh, like, no. Yeah. You don't, with me, you see, the thing with me is, I think sometimes too, like, I'm very friendly, but then at the same time I tell people I won't take this from you. I let you know, even from my body language and everything, and I set the boundaries right there. So I think most of the time too, using the N-word in a workplace, really? That is very hard.
You know, it's the culture, like anything that happens.
And this was where? In Italy?
In Italy, when I was
the racism that was harsh.
Now, it's like, you know what? We can fight back. The fighting back, like, because you're vulnerable, who are you fighting? Where are you fighting to?
It's just like one person fighting like a whole nation. Like, it just doesn't even...
I mean, why the lawyer is going to fight for you? Who's going to... Because... the system, I'm not saying that the whole system, but the system is not good for black people or for minorities. So,
well, the system was never built for us in the first place.
So that's why sometimes I kind of like, I know Canada is a land of opportunities, and you can be whatever you want, because the mayor is black, is a brown person. I can see my own self in parliament. I see black people there. Yeah, so those also give me motivation to kind of like, okay, you know what, it's there, but I wanna fight because I'll get voices behind me.
Okay,
you know, that's kind of something that. But I think the school system, even
I actually have a question. Okay, so now my question comes to now: do we educate our children about who they are in terms of their skin color and all that before they actually start going to school?
No,
do you think so? Or do you think that we should? I actually do think that we should have some sort of conversation that, hey, this might come up, and if it does come up, this is how you respond, or this is how
I know, but I think
because this is something that
they are too young for sometimes.
No, but you know what? It's better for us to grow them up from when they're very little. Let them know, because trust me, this world is an unfair place.
It is.
Okay, it is very unfair to the fair people. Like, you know, it's we live in a place where, you know, it's somehow it's gonna come in their face. I think, you know, conversations need to be made, and as time goes on, you know, you deepen the conversation with your child that, you know, this is something that will come up. Now, let them know who they are, and give them that courage of letting them know this is your skin color, and no matter what, it's not going to change. But you know what? Your skin color doesn't determine who you're going to be. Your skin color doesn't determine that, hey, you can't be what you want to be. just allowing them to embrace themselves.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's
You know, so to me, I just feel like, you know, having that conversation, because right now, like your daughter, it was very new to her. You know, someone calling her that she's black and she's black.
I didn't.
Even though she knew she was black.
She knew her because why she's black. I watch movies with her.
Exactly.
I show her. I buy toys for her. She knew all these, but why should it be in using it as a race, like, you know, saying it in
her face,
like, you know, you're not saying it because, okay, I'm white, you black, okay, let's play white, black, yeah. So we always get that also from another minorities who are very ignorant about. I mean, they are on the receiving end of racism, and they channel it back onto
another race. But then, don't you think there's also black on black?
That's not racism.
So what is that?
That's discrimination. Yeah.
Like, okay.
So racism is kind of like because of your skin
color. Okay. But there's always going to be that, because I was going to say there's always that black on black. But my question is now, if there's that black and black, and we are fighting that we should be treated the same way.
Yeah, but white fights. So
yes, we do.
People fight.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah, so if I'm fighting with my brother, who are you to tell me? Who are you to do different? Yeah, I'm fighting with a black person. Doesn't mean I hate him.
You hate them or you. Okay, that makes sense.
It's just people fight. Even in the thing that we are saying, people have arguments, people fight. But when it comes to, because of my skin color, I cannot get married to another white person. I can't come to the restaurant. I can't come to the bar. You go to the bar and everyone is looking at you. You be sitting there and the person is not even serving you.
You feel like you're just left out.
You just left out. Yeah, it's something that's, I mean,
you know, we're laughing about this, but that's the reality. It happens. You know, it happens. And I also, there's been also some experience whereby you realize some companies, as you know, you could see that, you know what, I really qualify for this position, but you keep applying and you know so well that you're not being called, you're not being picked, but then someone else is doing that same position with a lesser experience and qualification. You know, it's just so, it's a very hard to break through, like, but you know, so, and sometimes we wonder, like, what do we do? Because I feel like, you know what, even in our fields, right, as a woman of color or as a man of color, if the other color is doing just one more thing, you need to work 10 times harder to get that position. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
So that's like the system. Is like a culture thing?
That's what I said. The system in the first place was not built or set up for the black people or for the black man. It wasn't.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that we have improved? And we can
You know what? I think it's gotten better from where we're coming from. You know, I think it's gotten better because now you go to companies and you see the management level, executive directors. Like when you go up there, you see women of colors, men of like you see people of colors in management position.
Okay.
Things have changed. As much as we want to talk about how, you know, racism exists, we also need to talk about the good side. Like, you know, things have actually changed.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it has.
But why should it?
But have we gotten to where we're supposed to be? No, we haven't. But then,
I mean, as you say, the good side, things should be good. I mean, automatically it should be normal. Don't say, I would say, this is normal, then, okay, now we got to the normal. Before we were in the awkward place. Now we're in the normal. Now we have to improve. Because let's say management and stuff, you go to the US, I was reading a research by Georgetown University or something like that. Maybe they said 1 in 100 black gets that position in every
1 out of 100.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
So I mean, where are the 99?
Yeah, so that means even if you have the qualification, you have the education, you have all the experience, you're not gonna get it. So because if it's 1 in 100, the chances of you being picked out of that 1 in 100.
Yeah.
That's a high one.
It's a high one. So I think we have to. I mean, we will fight for it. I mean, we're not gonna give up.
Yes,
So,
we will continue to. The only thing I keep telling you just do you and do your best. And I always tell people, I never forget I'm black. I never do. So I do my things very differently. When people are slacking, I don't slack with them. No, when they're slacking, I don't slack with them, because you know what? Guess what? Because their slacking might be overlooked, mine might not be overlooked.
So
in workplaces, so
punishment is different.
No, yes, because sometimes you know what? Hey, you might have a deadline. Hey, you might think, you know what? Oh, the other colleagues, is Friday, everyone is slacking, we're winding down, so I'm not gonna really get my report in today. Well, honey, you better get your report in, because guess what? You might not be. I like I said, I try. I always know who I am, and so therefore I know where to I know where to play.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say, okay, this person is not doing this, so honey, and it comes down to even with our kids. And you know what? I remember when I was in high school, at that time I used to live with my uncle and the wife, and they used to constantly tell me, you don't go fooling with them, because trust me, when it comes, you are going to be the one receiving the punishment. If anything happens wrong, you're going to be the one being picked out. So I was very careful. In high school, I had no friends.
Because of it?
Yes, because I just didn't, because I knew that if I went to do any bad things with them, and in the crowd, if I was the only black person in it, I was going to be the one picked out, that I was the one that did that wrong thing, even though it might not be me.
They're gonna pick you because you're beautiful. So
that could be it too.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, I mean,
but you know what? My uncle used to tell me that all the time. So I was very, very careful. Like, I was very careful in high school. I didn't have much friends. I think I knew just one person that I always, and two of my Jamaican friends that we will always meet up for lunch and all that. But I was extremely very careful, because I think I constantly heard that, like, you be careful of the friends you roll with in high school. If they're going to break into people's car, don't follow them, because you're going to be the one being blamed for it. So yeah. I was very, very careful.
Talking about high school, so is it common in universities? Is it common?
You know what? In university, I went to college, and I didn't really experience much of that, but I also it does exist in colleges, university. It does. I remember one time a teacher told me that that wasn't the class for me, and I do not belong to that class.
Like, why?
Because what is it called? There was a paper we wrote. I didn't think the mark that was given to me was fair, so I challenged it. So she kind of felt that I was challenged, because once you challenge it, then it goes to a higher person, and then they reassess your paper, and then they reassess evaluate it again. When they did, it wasn't evaluated fairly. So she kind of felt, and I realized that since then, the tension I had in that class, I couldn't wait for that class to end.
And you thought, because you're black?
And I felt, yes,
you felt?
I felt that way, because in my head, I'm like, if it was someone else who wrote this paper, would they have been graded the same way? And for me, and that is the reason why I like online schooling so much, because you don't see my face, you don't know who I am, you're only judging me based on my writing.
I know they will say it. no, trust me, they will say it because we put a camera, and these days it's virtual cameras. Yo, let me.
No, I'm not talking about like virtual classes, like online classes where you're not going to virtual. Like everything is online. You do your assignments, submit everything in. So you're not doing like a virtual classes or anything. No, there's that part where you're doing strictly online, and there's no, when you need help, you email your instructor or whatever it is. But then there's no virtual online, and I like those. Do you know why? Because I feel like you don't get to see who I am, and for me, my name trainer passes for a white person very well.
No, but I feel like but how are we gonna fight or overcome it if we don't face it head on? So sometimes, like how you challenge the lady, the teacher, and it went to another teacher. That was, you challenged her.
Thinking of it though, I wasn't challenging, I was challenging my paper.
No, but you challenged her.
I just wanted to make sure that I get a fair grade.
A fair grade, and because you did it, she thought she wasn't treating you fair. But you were able to overcome it, and it became successful.
Actually, guess what? I ended up switching the class.
You did?
Yes, I ended up doing that because I realized that every paper that we wrote, she found every opportunity to somehow grade it, and I wasn't ready to be doing the back and forth and the energy. I was going to class having a lot of anxiety because she was going to be there, so I ended up switching to a different time, but then same class with a different instructor. Yeah, because the tension was just too much, the anxiety was too much. It just wasn't working.
So, our topic for the day: racism in education and employment. So,
and with our children.
But that's our children in schools and stuff. Canada. What will you grade them? Like, are they doing well to tackle the problem, or you think they don't care?
We're gonna let our viewers let us know. If you watch this and if you live anywhere in Canada, let us know. Do you think racism and where you live, do you think it does exist, or do you think it's people are fairly, fair? With me, I think it's good.
I mean,
based on where I live, right? I mean, once in a while it gets thrown at you, but
Yeah, I mean, we're not trying to reduce racism to levels. So they say, okay, I got peace and stuff. Everything is not good. So the best is, I mean, Canada and US, the difference is obvious based on some people disagree with me that maybe it's here. It's like it's very common and stuff, and it's in your face. But for me, being in Calgary, I've been here maybe 6 months. I haven't had that experience.
You haven't had that?
I haven't had it like with the police.
No.
So like Europe, where you grew up, you can't even drive a good car. You know
what? But you know why? I had an encounter with a police officer once.
And you thought because of?
No, actually, I was very shocked, and I got pulled over, and he reached out for my seatbelt, and his hand touched my chest, my breast, and I thought that was. In my head, I'm like, you pulled me over. Why are you reaching out for my seat? I think maybe he just wanted. I think he wanted to check if my seatbelt was so he can issue another ticket. But guess what? I made a complaint to his supervisor. I called. I put in a complaint, and guess what? I got an apology.
Oh, you got an apology.
I did. I got an apology. So you know what? At Calgary Police Services, I don't think, I got an apology. Yes, I did.
So that's very good. I mean,
I think it was top notch. They acknowledged, you know what, maybe the